call it assessment failure, because this was a pure case of deception. The planning started about a year and a half or two before, and just before this attack in Gaza that happened, about May-June 2023, the Hamas, the Palestine Islamic Jihad, and Hezbollah, they were meeting each other. They were meeting Abdullahian, the foreign minister of Iran, and all this was being publicly told. And publicly it was being told that the attacks will happen in Jerusalem during the holidays in September, October, in West Bank. So it was a red herring that was thrown. And what they did was that they also said that this time the weapons that will be used will be more, powerful rather than the ones that have been held earlier. And what they did was, to make them believe, they sent a couple of consignment of these weapons into West Gaza, and they got it caught. You're getting my point? So basically the entire direction was being drawn towards Gaza. And one thing that the Hamas kept saying, that we know that there will be repercussions from Israel after this attack, and we are ready for a comprehensive war. So now, a comprehensive war is what? A comprehensive war is not contained or limited to Israel and Palestine. The comprehensive war is what we have started seeing now after a week. Uprisings happening everywhere in the world. Germany, Canada, Australia, America, all, in fact in India also. So this comprehensive war is the one which is dividing the communities. It is polarizing the religions. It is universal brotherhood. Now with one incident like this and playing victim card in Gaza, it's naturally going to, raise the emotions amongst the Muslims of the world. And then their actions and their steadfastness to become more closer and more united. And this will lead to small, not as strong a kind of an attack that Hamas did on the Israelis in South Gaza and its neighboring areas. But this is going to lead to small attacks, though brutal in nature and visible in nature, but it will start happening across the world. Immediate response of this, we saw the Israeli diplomat being stabbed in Beijing. Now everybody knows that the Chinese are not allowing the Uyghurs to, but a man came up there, he did it. We saw it in the school teacher getting killed. Okay, so gradually we will start seeing this. So the world order must be ready now for this comprehensive war. It's not going to be war as in a war where we see bombardments happening, but minuscule nibblings happening here and there, and that's going to be tough. Israel has already been pulled into a trap. Along with them, the Americans have been pulled into the trap. We call it a kink. So you pull the entire enemy into the kink, and that's where that's the killing ground. Now there is about 400 kilometers worth of tunnels underneath. You remember they were searching tunnels in Afghanistan. So they need to start, there's a purpose. When they are saying, okay, push the entire population of Palestine into south. So somewhere they mean that they don't want to kill civilians. They're giving them an opportunity to go one side so that they start doing the cleanup. And of course, be prepared for one thing. Israel has had a history. Whenever a conflict like this happens, Israel increases its territory. So don't be surprised that North Gaza is gone to the Israelis thereafter. It is their Afghanistan in any case. Rather, I would say Afghanistan was America's Gaza. Gaza has been there for long. It's not going to be Afghanistan. Everything depends on that one statement Iran has given, that earthquake. And this is when the lineup between Russia, China, the eastern allies and the western allies, I don't want to use the word axis right now. The axis has been denominated as, the dirty people. So America has made its intentions clear that they are with Israel. Now it is the other superpowers who have to give their statements as to they are with whom. And that is where the smaller countries will align. We have given our clear statement, our president has said we are with Israel. Nowhere he said that he is not with Palestine, but we are not with Hamas. That's we are very, very clear about it. Where people are butchered. Okay. But now how things develop. So the other superpowers have to be very, very clear. Are they with Palestine or are they with Hamas? Because Iran and Qatar have shown their intent that they are with Hamas. Palestinians is just a victim card.